Namaste, Suprabhatam. Suprabhatam, Swagatam. Welcome everybody to the final session of the Mandukya Upanishad workshop. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Namaste, Aparna ji. Namaste, Varsha ji. Namaste, Anjali ji. Namaste to all. Vishal ji, can we allow everybody to access their camera and mics? Hmm. Okay. So, this is our final session of the Mandukya Upanishad workshop. Since the 7th of March, we started this workshop, an 8 session workshop. So, this is the last session. And throughout these sessions, we have learned Mandukya Upanishad, the mantras of Mandukya Upanishad. And we have all understood the some basic thoughts of Advaita Vedanta through this Upanishad. Uh, Let us chant the mantras once again. Okay, let us begin with the Shanti mantra, the Mangala Charanam. Om Bhadram Karneभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवांसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. So, can you all access your mics and cameras? Could you all please let me know? Not yet. I think some of you can. Uh, kind Everybody, please try to unmute yourselves so that we could know if you are given the access to unmute yourself and use your mic. You can also start your cameras if you are allowed to. Yes, now you can.
Suprabhatam, Guruji.
Suprabhatam, who is this?
Varsha.
Varsha ji, namaste. Suprabhatam. So,
Suprabhatam.
so you have been in this workshop since the beginning, since the first session.
Ji Acharya ji.
Okay, wonderful. So, how was your experience and what did you learn?
The experience was amazing, and I've always wanted to learn Sanskritam, and I think it was a good start, and it will motivate me to learn Sanskritam better. I'll be able to follow the shlokas,
Hmm.
understand the meanings, and able to recite them. I'm very much interested. I'm a homemaker, and the experience was amazing.
Wonderful. Did you memorize some of the mantras?
No, sir, bingo. I've been lacking on that part, but I will
Uh-huh.
surely try to memorize them.
If you keep revising, it will happen. Okay, you don't have to do it vigorously. If you just
Yes,
keep revising the mantras, they will
yes,
automatically be memorized. Ah,
yes, yes. Ji Acharya.
yes, wonderful,
Yes, yes.
good. Anybody else wants to uh, talk to us and let us know about their experience, about what they learned? How was the learning of the Darshana Shastras, the philosophy part of this these sessions? Anybody has any questions? They can ask anything they want to say about Vedanta, anything they have learned before this, prior to this, and how was this learning experience? Hello, hello, hello. Any questions you have, you can ask us. Sarthak ji, Smriti ji, Swati ji, Sanskriti, Lakshmi, Chetan, Anjali, Aditi, those who are all present here. Hmm. Okay. Let us chant some more mantras of. Everybody is too shy. Let us chant some of the mantras of the Mandukya Upanishad that we have studied in these sessions, and let us revise the meaning of each and every word while we are chanting the mantras. Okay. And if you all have any questions, you can just ask me. Okay. So first of all, let us chant the first six mantras. Okay. I will wait all of you to repeat after me. ओमित्येतदक्षरमिदं सर्वम्
Om इत्येद अक्षरमिदं सर्वम्.
Varshaji, now you can mute yourself.
Oh, thanks, sir.
Ah. You can keep your camera open if you want, but you can mute yourself. Ah. ओमित्येतदक्षरमिदं सर्वम् तस्योपव्याख्यानम् भूतं भवद्भविष्यदिति सर्वमोङ्कार एव सर्वं ह्येतद् ब्रह्म Sanskriti ji, can you mute yourself right now? You can unmute yourself when we are doing questions or interactions. Okay. सर्वं ह्येतद् ब्रह्म अयमात्मा ब्रह्म सोऽयमात्मा चतुष्पात् जागरितस्थानो बहिष्प्रज्ञः सप्तांग एकोनविंशतिमुखः स्थूलभुग्वैश्वानरः प्रथमः पादः स्वप्नस्थानोऽन्तः प्रज्ञः सप्तांग एकोनविंशतिमुखः प्रविविक्तभुक्तैजसो द्वितीयः पादः यत्र सुप्तो न कञ्चन कामं कामयते न स्वप्नं पश्यति तत्सुषुप्तम् सुषुप्तस्थान एकीभूतः प्रज्ञानघन एवानन्दमयो ह्यानन्दभुक् चेतोमुखः प्राज्ञस्तृतीयः पादः एष सर्वेश्वर एष सर्वज्ञ एषोऽन्तर्याम्येष योनिः सर्वस्य प्रभवाप्ययौ हि भूतानाम्. Okay. So these are the first 6 mantras of Mandukya Upanishad. Did you all revise the meaning of each and every word of these 6 mantras? Do you have anything to say, anything to add, anything to ask, any questions in the first 6 mantras? Anybody? Those who are from Aparna ji.
Namaskaram, Acharya ji.
Namaste, namaste, Aparna ji.
So I was just wondering about verse number 2, the core Mahavakya. You said. So my question was about this. I am Atma Brahma. That statement of all is Brahman and the Atma is Brahman and the Atma is is it divided into four or does it have 4 quarters? Like I just want to delve more into like the verse number 2.
Soyamatma Chatushpat. Sarvam hi etat Brahma is the first part of this mantra. Sarvam hi etat Brahma. Everything of this is Brahma. I am Atma Brahma. This Atma itself is Brahma. Means this self. The self itself is Brahma. Soyam Atma Chatushpat. This Atma, that is the self, that is Brahma, that is what it is, everything. this Atma is Chatushpat, means this has four aspects. This is divided into four for understanding. Not that is it has four parts, but just for our understanding. Four parts are created here. Four parts are created here for us to understand how this works. The first three parts are temporary parts. The Jagrata Sthana, the waking state, the Swapna Sthana, the dream state, and the Sushupti Sthana, that is the deep sleep state. These are the three temporary states which we experience always, right? Currently, we are in the waking state and we are all experiencing it. Uh, a little while ago, we were all asleep. We were in deep sleep, right? After waking up, we knew that we were asleep. We are aware now that yes, we were asleep, and it was a pretty good sleep for most of us. Ah, so the awareness of having a good sleep, the awareness of dreaming, the awareness of seeing the gross world in the Jagrata Avastha, in the waking state, this awareness itself creates the three sections, the Jagrata Avastha, Swapna Avastha, and the Sushupti Avastha. And where all of awareness vanishes is the fourth state. We call it the fourth because in the text it is in the continuation 1, 2, 3, and 4. But actually, it is not the fourth. It is the one that is carrying all the three temporary aspects of awareness, of consciousness. It is the one that is the ultimate reality. The fourth one, the Turiya Avastha or the Turiya Avastha, as we call it. So that is how it is said here that this Atma, Ayam Atma, Chatushpat, it is of four folds or it is of four aspects. The number four given here, it is just for us to understand this in a better way. Otherwise, it is not four, it is one. Just like you can say, even a person from Bihar is an Indian, a person from Bengal, a person from Maharashtra, a person from Tamil Nadu, person from Jammu Kashmir, person from Madhya Pradesh. We are all Indians, but still, for a better understanding, we can say, yes, this person speaks a different language. He has some different attributions, some different food habits, some different culture, something is different. But eventually, all of us are Indians, right? We have this common, a bigger identity. Similarly, the fourth one, in the fourth aspect, the ultimate reality, everything just merges. Nothing else remains. It is the one reality. And every temporary aspect, that is Jagrata, Swapna, and Sushupti, it is nothing but just a form, a manifestation of the existing one, of the ever existing one, the fourth one, right? I hope I answered this
So
as you
could we
wanted
say,
it.
could we say that the Turiya state is our
Mhm.
original state and the other three are just our projections, or it's just our you would say fluctuations, and is that our base, like, that is our natural state, the state of Turiya? Would you say
The
that?
nat Yes, yes, of course, yes. The Turiya state, the ultimate reality, that is what is there actually. And we just have to realize that that is the thing that is there. That state is us. Just like water can be in the form of an ocean, it can be in a form of a river, it can be in a form of a pond, it can be in a form of just a glass of water. But eventually, it is just water. Water is the ultimate reality. Without water, there cannot be any ocean, there cannot be any sea, there cannot be any river, there cannot be any glass of water. So the ultimate reality is water. Similarly, the Turiya Avastha is the ultimate reality. Uh, Without that, no other thing can exist. just like the clay, right? The clay is the ultimate reality for pot or diya or anything that is made out of clay. Without clay, nothing can exist. Without gold, no ornament, ornament cannot exist, right? Whether it is a necklace or a ring or a earring or anything, ultimately it is gold. You cannot separate the gold from the necklace. The necklace can be gone, right? You can melt the necklace and make it into something else, but the gold remains. The gold cannot be destroyed. Similarly, the Turiya Avastha cannot be destroyed. It remains. It can just manifest into different things, right? I hope I was clear enough.
Yes, Acharya ji, thank you. And just little bit more like going into the Omkara, the this you
Mhm.
know the symbology of Om. Even
Mhm.
when we write Om, they say that we are that different aspects of the symbol are different aspects of the waking state, dream state, the
Deep
Maya.
sleep.
And yeah, so I was just wondering, like, anything more about like the history of Omkara. How did it? I know it was started off as only oral, and just maybe a little bit more about the Om.
Om is all that is, right? That is in the beginning of this Mandukya Upanishad. Om iti etad aksharam idam sarvam. Om, this akshara itself, is all of this. All of this is just Om. And how all of this is just Om is explained further in the Mandukya Upanishad, because as we understand Atma, that is Chatushpat, that is of four folds, we attribute each and every syllable of Om to each and every fold of the Atma. The Jagrata Avastha is denoted by A, the Swapna Avastha is denoted by U, the Sushupti Avastha is denoted by and the Turiya Avastha is denoted by the silence that follows O, because silence is everywhere. Within silence, sometimes some sound arises, but without the sound, everything that exists is silence. Even within sound, sometimes you can hear silence. You can experience the silence, which is the Turiya Avastha. So, to talk about the history of Om, there is no history of Om because Om is the only thing that exists, right? We can say our understanding, the history of our understanding of Om might be there in the Vedas, because in the Vedas, every mantra begins with the sound of Om. Pranavas Chandasamiva. Even Kalidas in Raghuvansham talks about this. When he talks about Raja Manu, who was the first in the dynasty of the Raghuvanshas, of the kings in the Raghuvansha, in the Raghu dynasty. Manu was the first king. So while explaining how Manu was the first king, the Adimaha Raja, the first king, Kalidasa says, Pranava Chandasamiva, just like in the beginning of Chanda, in the beginning of each and every mantra, there is Pranava, the sound of Om exists. Om always is there in the beginning of any mantra. Just like that, Manu was there in the beginning of this pure dynasty, of the Shuddha dynasty. So we can say Om always existed, it will always exist because this is the thing that is there. Just like Atma, just like Brahma, Om is always there. It is the fourth, the ultimate reality, the fourth aspect of consciousness or awareness or Atma, right? So, yes. Any more questions by anybody else?
Namaste Acharya ji, this is
Namaste.
Sanskriti here.
Yes,
Uh,
Namaste, Sanskriti ji.
Namaste. Acharya I wanted to know, this is such a wonderful explanation of so many things, including Vaishvanara, Swapnasthan, Sushupti. Uh, like you have mentioned, the Pradnya is related to Sushupti, Tejas is related to Swapnasthan,
Hmm.
and Vaishvanara to the
Jagrata Avastha.
Jagrata Avastha. Yes, yes. I was wondering what was for the fourth one, that is, you said Amatra something, which I was little confused about. So I was
Aha.
wondering if you could.
Yes, of
Uh,
course. So the Vaishvanaraha, Taijasaha, and Prajnaha, these three are the experiencer of these three states. In the Jagrata Avastha, in the waking state, the experiencer of the external world is called Vaishvanaraha because he experiences the Vishwa. The external world is Vishwa, and he experiences this Vishwa, this external world. And that is why he is called the Vaishvanaraha, the one who experiences this, the part of consciousness that experiences the external world. Right now, currently, you are experiencing the external world in the waking state. You are the Vaishvanara right now. In the dream state, when you are experiencing your internal world through your own luminous power, right? You are self illuminated because the internal world is self illuminated. The exterior sun or any other light objects do not illuminate. The external world is illuminated by the light objects, right? But the internal world in your uh, internal mind, whatever world is created during your dream state, that is illuminated by your own self. And that self itself is the experiencer of that world. And that is why that self is called the Taijasa, because he himself is illuminating what he is experiencing. That is why he is called the Taijasa, connected to Tejas, connected to light. Right? The third, the Sushupti. In the Sushupti, because in the Sushupti, the experiencer is all knower, right? In the sixth mantra itself, here it is said, Sa Sarveshwaraha Sarvagnaha, right? Esha Sarveshwaraha, Esha Sarvagnya, Esho Antaryami, Eshaha Yonihi Sarvasya. Because from the Sushupti state, where no activity is happening, no active awareness is there. From there, you can go either into the dream state, have some awareness, or you can go to the waking state, have some awareness. So from there, everything is emerging. That is why it is called the yonihi. And from wherever something is emerging, something is created, the knowledge is always there. That is why it is called Sarvagnya part. During that part, the experiencer is Sarvagnya. He is all knowing. He is all knowledgeable. And that is why he is also called Prajnaha, somebody who has prajna, somebody who has knowledge. All knowledge because during that state, no other knowledge is required. When you require no more knowledge, that means you are full of knowledge. When you do not have enough knowledge or you do not have any knowledge, then you do require knowledge. But when you do have a lot of knowledge, you do not require any knowledge anymore. So in that state, the experiencer does not require any more knowledge, and that is why he is called pragya, right? So these are the names given to the experiencer of each and every state. In the Jagrata Avastha, he is called Vaishwanaraha. In the Swapna Avastha, he is called Tejasa. In the Sushupti Avastha, he is called the Prajna. In Turiya Avastha, there is no experiencer. Nobody is experiencing the Turiya Avastha. You are not experiencing it. You are just realizing it. And by realizing, there is no duality. Because in all the three states, somebody, because he is the experiencer, something else is the object of experience. In the Jagrat Avastha, you are experiencing the external world. So the world is different from you. Currently, you are actively looking at your phone or your laptop. That feels different from yourself, right? That feels separated from yourself. You are the experiencer, that is the object of experience. These are two different things that we are feeling, we are understanding. Similarly, in the dream state also, there are two things, the experiencer and the object of experience. In the Sushupti Avastha also, there is an experiencer who is experiencing the Sushupti Avastha, because from there anything can be born out of, right? In the fourth, the Turiya Avastha, there is no difference between an experiencer or an object of experience because you are not experiencing anything. Nothing is getting born out of it. Nothing is getting dissolved in it. It is what it is, the ultimate reality. There is no Dvaita Bhava, no duality. It is non dual. It is Advaita. There is nothing second to that. And because there is nothing second to that, the experiencer is not experiencing anything. And that is why the experiencer is not given any name like Vaishwanara or Taijasa or Prajna. Here in the fourth state, the experiencer is not given any name because there is no experiencer when there is nothing to experience. Right? I
Right.
think I'm being clear enough because there is nothing to experience. There is nothing second to
Yes.
the thing that is. There is nothing else apart from this thing that exists. So you cannot call this consciousness as an experiencer because there is nothing to experience.
Experience.
So
Right.
the experiencer does not have any name here in the Turiya.
Dhanyavad Acharyaji. You have explained it really brilliantly. It's like still we are grasping it, but
Uh-huh.
definitely, it has been a very rich experience.
Dhanyavad.
Acharyaji, I have few more questions, but I don't
Uh-huh.
know how much time we have, so I will,
No, no, we do
wait
have
for other
time.
people.
We do have time,
Okay.
no problem. Yes.
Okay, so there are some questions which are little away from what we have learned. So can I ask them as well, little because it is related to our studies, but it
Mm-hmm.
is a little out of the same. Like let's say, then Turiya
Mm-hmm.
Avastha is not available in Madhvacharya Sampradaya, right? Because it is
Mm-hmm.
a dual kind of a um, this thing that they believe in. Like they believe in
Mm-hmm.
all Swapnasnan, Sushupti, and Vaishwanara, but not the Shivam. That oneness is not there in the Madhvacharya Sampradaya because they believe in dual existence. So,
Right.
is it okay to say that, or I'm totally totally wrong, and I'm happy to be corrected?
This question I may not be able to answer properly because I have not studied well enough.
Hmm.
So I may not be able to answer properly. But yes, this philosophy of Turiya Avastha
Advait.
is very core to only Advaita Vedanta because
Hmm.
the word
Right.
Advaita
Shankara
also
Acharya.
exists in this Upanishad. Ah,
Hmm. Hmm.
Shantam, Shivam, Advaitam in mantra number 7, it is there. So this philosophy corely belongs to the Advaita philosophy, Advaita Vedanta philosophy. It is not there in Dvaita Advaita or Dvaita.
Hmm.
It might be there in Vishishtadvaita. I am not very sure, but basically it is core to this Advaita philosophy only.
Yes, sir. Right, Acharya. And one more thing, there are other Mandukya Upanishad also what because there is some other Mandukya Upanishad that I have
Manduka Upanishad.
Manduka. That is a different
Yes,
than
that is
Mandukya.
different. Yes.
Okay,
Manduka
okay.
and Mandukya are two different
Two different.
Upanishads.
Okay. Thank you so much, Acharya ji.
No.
You've really explained these things in such a depth that we could obviously we couldn't understand the complete thing, but we are if we study all the more further, we'll be able to understand it much better.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Dhanyavada.
धन्यवाद.
Anybody else wants to ask any question? Okay. Let us chant the seventh mantra. We have already chanted six mantras. Let us chant the seventh mantra, one of the most important mantras in this Upanishad. Nantah prajnam न बहिष्प्रज्ञम् नो भयतः प्रज्ञम् न प्रज्ञानघनम् न प्रज्ञम् नाप्रज्ञम् अदृष्टम् अव्यवहार्यम् अग्राह्यम् अलक्षणम् अचिन्त्यम् अव्यपदेश्यम् एकात्म प्रत्ययसारम् प्रपंचोपशमम् शान्तम् शिवम् अद्वैतम् चतुर्थम् मन्यन्ते स आत्मा स विज्ञेयः. Anybody has any questions in this mantra?
Uh, Namaste Acharya ji, Anjali here.
Namaste. Namaste.
Uh, I
Namaste
have a
Anjali ji.
question. I have a question regarding the pronunciation in these mantra. जो आप इसमें संधि करते हैं जैसे शिवम द्वैतम and
Hmm.
then we pronounce it शिवम अद्वैतम.
Mhm.
So how do we recognize where to give the
Yes. Okay.
stress and
Do you have the text?
जी Acharya.
Yes. Okay. So in the second line, you can see the last word na prajnam. Can you see this word na prajnam? Hello, hello, hello. Anjali ji,
Yes,
are you there?
yes, yes. I can see
Ah,
it.
yes, yes. You can see the word na prajnam. It ends with ma, and there is a small matra below ma,
जी
right? That
जी
matra is called halanta.
जी
Okay. So that matra denotes that the alphabet ma does not have any vowels attached to it. It has no a, u, a, I, o, whatever. No vowels attached to that ma. It is alone.
जी
That is why we pronounce that ma as na pragnyam. Right?
okay
It is not ma. It is because when we say ma, a automatically gets attached to right? Plus a is ma. Can you hear the
जी
sound?
जी
Right?
yes
Ma
yes
जब हम बोलते हैं म के साथ ऑलरेडी अ अटैच्ड होता है, क ख ग घ जब हम बोलते हैं ऑलरेडी अ अटैच्ड होता है, राइट. अ इज ऑलरेडी अटैच्ड टू दीज अल्फाबेट्स व्हेन वी pronounce it fully. So ma is nothing but plus a. So here when we say adrishtam, that in that place we see ma, but it is actually plus a. Adrishtam. Then the next a is of the next word, the beginning of next word. Avyavaharyam, again agrahyam, alakshanam, achintyam, avyapadeshyam. And this ma has a, right? So avyapadeshyam ekatma pratyayasar. Prapanchopashamam shantam shivam, again advaitam. Shivam plus advaitam. I hope I'm clear enough.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm getting it.
So the
Yes.
half alphabet is connected to a, and now it becomes ma. So when we want to pronounce it as a whole, we can just say Shiva Madvaitam. Shiva Madvaitam. Right now we are pronouncing it as Shivam Advaitam just because we want to understand the text. But in a regular form, when you want to read it, you have to do it Shiva Madvaitam. Don't break the Sandhi.
Oh,
Shiva Madvaitam. अदृष्टमव्यवहार्यमग्राह्यमलक्षणमचिन्त्यमव्यपदेश्यमेकात्म प्रत्ययसारं प्रपञ्चोपशमं शान्तं शिवमद्वैतं चतुर्थं मन्यन्ते स आत्मा स विज्ञेयः.
okay, okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, I
धन्यवाद.
understand it. Thank
Any other question here in mantra number 7?
Yeah, I have a little question.
Uh-huh.
In most of our Bhagavad Gita and all of the mantras, shlokas that we chant, there is a Anushtuba Chanda or some other chanda sometimes, but
Mhm.
it is in the meter. Why
Mhm.
I find that these are maybe I am not being able to sing it in a particular manner. So, is there
Mhm.
any chanda alankar over here, or it is like this only?
No, there is no specific chanda here. It is mostly in the what we call it, not in a padya but in a gadya form.
Okay.
Ah. So we do
धन्यवाद.
read it in parts to make it sound in a tone, like I
हम्म,
just did. Nanta
हम्म,
pragnam, na bahish
हम्म,
pragnam. We do have some kind of tone. Each and every word
हम्म,
we can use that tone.
हम्म,
But basically it does not have a particular that padya meter as to
हम्म,
speak.
हम्म. धन्यवाद आचार्य जी.
Ah. Okay, so let us chant the other mantras of Mandukya Upanishad, starting from number 8. Soyamatma adhyaksharam omkarodhimatram pada matra matrascha pada akara ukaro makara iti जागरितस्थानो वैश्वानरोकारः प्रथमा मात्रा आप्तेरादिमत्वाद्वा आपनोति हवै सर्वान् कामानादिश्च भवति य एवं वेद स्वप्नस्थानस्तैजस उकारो द्वितीया मात्रोत्कर्षाद् उभयत्वात् वा उत्कर्षति हवै ज्ञानसन्ततिम् समानश्च भवति नास्या ब्रह्मवित् कुले भवति य एवं वेद सुषुप्तस्थानः प्राज्ञो मकारस्तृतीया मात्रा मितेरपितेर्वा मिनोति हवा इदं सर्वमपीतिश्च भवति य एवं वेद अमात्रश्चतुर्थो व्यवहार्यः प्रपञ्चोपशमः शिवोद्वैत एवमोङ्कार आत्मैव संविशत्यात्मान संविशत्यात्मनात्मानम् संविशत्यात्मनात्मानम् य एवं वेद य एवं वेद ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः Any questions in these final shlokas, final mantras of Mandukya Upanishad? Anybody wants to ask anything?
Acharya, can you explain in short the 12th shloka?
The final mantra.
The final mantra.
Yes, sure. So, amatraschaturtho vyavaharyah prapanchopashamah shivodvaita evamonkara atmaiva samvishatyatmanatmanam ya evam veda. We already understand the last part, ya evam veda. The one who understands this Ah, so the one who understands what? Amatraha chaturthaha avyavaharya. Chaturthaha, the fourth one, which does not have any name. Other three have names, right? Jagrata, Swapna, Sushupti. These are names given to the first and the second and the third aspects of the consciousness. These are given names because they can be described by these names. Jagrata is the waking state. In that state, you are woken up, right? You are waking.
जी गुरु
In the second one, you are dreaming. That is why it is called the dream state, right? The name itself describes what the state is. The third one is also sushupti. You are in the deep sleep. But the fourth state cannot be described, and that is why it does not have any name. It is just called the fourth, Chaturtha. And that Chaturtha also does not have any of the attributions from the sound of Om. Ma is not connected to this fourth one. Is connected to Jagrata. is connected to Swapna. Ma is connected to the Sushupti. But the silence that follows, where everything gets dissolved, where nothing else remains, only that silence is the one that exists. That silence itself is attributed to this fourth state. And because that silence does not have any matra, any syllable of Om, that is why it is said amatraha. Amatraha means something that is something that is not a matra. Na matraha amatraha. अथवा मात्रा अस्य नास्ति इति अमात्रः. Something that does not have a matra, something that does not have a syllable to denote it or to describe it is amatraha. So this chaturtha, this fourth state, which does not have a name, it does not even have a syllable from Om to attribute it. Amatraha chaturtha, amatrash chaturtha, avyavaharyah. It cannot be done vyavahara with, right? No transactions, no kind of vyavahara can be done with it. We can only do vyavahara by our consciousness when we are in one of the three temporary states. While in the pure form, no vyavahara can be done because there is nothing else to be done vyavahara with. It is the only thing that exists, Advaita, non-dual. So that is why no vyavahara, avyavaharya, prapanchopashamaha, the entire prapancha, the world created by the five elements, it comes to a cessation or comes to an end or comes to a silence in this prapanchopashamaha. This is the cessation of the entire universe created by the five elements that we experience through our five senses, right? Prapanchopashamaha, Shivaha, this is Shivaha. Shivaha means pure. Pure means in which something else is not added. A gold is pure when there is just gold in it. No other element is added. So similarly, this consciousness, the fourth state, is pure. This is Shivaha. Nothing is added to it. There is nothing else to be added to. Right? So Shivaha, Advaita, as we understood, this is non-dual Advaitaha. Evam Omkaraha. This is Omkaraha. This is the entire Omkara. This is the consciousness which is denoted by the silence and the entire Omkara. Evam Omkara Atmaiva. This is just the Atman, the self. Evam Atmaiva. Evam Omkara Atmaiva. Then we come back to the last part. Ya Evam Veda. The one who understands as this, the one who has this kind of understanding that this is the fourth state, this is the final, the ultimate reality, which does not have any name, does not have any matra to denote with. It is avyavaharya, cannot be done vyavahara with. It is the cessation of the entire universe, the entire prapancha where comes to silence. This is the part This is Shiva, pure. This is Advaita, non-dual. This is Omkara. This is Atma. The one who understands this, what does he get in return? What is the result? There should be always a result. Whenever you do something, whenever you achieve something, what do you get? What do you receive? So this is what you receive. Samvishatyatmanatmanam. Samvishati atmana atmanam. Samvishati means to get merged. Samvishati. Where does one get merged? Atmanam, to the self. By what? Atmana. He gets merged by the Atma with the Atma. By the self to the self. That means the self, the Brahma, does get merged to the Parabrahma. And now they are both the same. They are not different. They are Advaita, non-dual. It is the same. It is the one. But here we have to understand the Kriya Padam, the verb used here, Samvishati. Samvishati means to get merged, is used here not to understand it as we get merged after we understand this. But this understanding itself creates the realization that we were merged all along. This realization itself is created, and that is the final result of understanding all this, that we finally realize that all of this is just one thing, Brahma. Ayam Atma Brahma. Sarvam Hyetat Brahma. All of this is just Brahma. So this is the result of understanding this entire Upanishad that is told in the very end, that Samvishati Atmana Atmanam. You finally see how this Atma, this self, is merged with the self. The realization emerges. Okay.
Yes, Guruji. Yes, Acharya.
Ah,
Dhanyavadam.
Dhanyavada. So this was our Mandukya Upanishad series for the 8 sessions that we did in the month of March. Anybody wants to say anything? There is 1 minute left. Ah, thanks to Kailash Foundation for this beautiful arrangement that in which we could discuss about this beautiful series, the Mandukya Upanishad series. Aparna ji, you wanted to say something?
I just wanted, if people want to learn Sanskrit more, or do you have any resources, any books that you recommend apart from your classes, of course? But like, is there anything you would recommend that we,
Yes, I would recommend, if you want to learn Sanskrit from the basic, right? Then I would recommend this book series, that is Teach Yourself Sanskrit. Prathama Diksha, Dvitiya Diksha, the first level, second level is there in Teach Yourself Sanskrit. That is published by the Central Sanskrit University. So that is a very great series that we have. In the first Prathama Diksha, the first level series, there are 5 books in it. So you have got a good understanding of the alphabets. If you do not understand the Devanagari alphabets, then you have some worksheets explaining the grammar portion, and some textbooks where you have chapters just like school textbooks, right? Where you understand each and every grammar topic by the chapters. That's a great book series if you want to start learning the language by yourself. Okay. So that is there. That's a
if you
great
could,
thing.
if you could just repeat which particular book Acharya
It
ji?
is called Teach Yourself Sanskrit.
Okay.
I think it is called Teach Yourself Sanskrit. Or
Okay.
you can just say Prathama Diksha books. You
Okay.
can
Got it.
call you
Okay.
can call the office of Central Sanskrit University.
Okay.
The main office of Central Sanskrit University is in New Delhi. So you can go to their website and get their number and call them and order the books. I think the books are also available in some online portals. I'm not very sure, but you can just Google it and find it. So, yes, this is a good book series if you want to learn the language by yourself. So, that's good. Uh, any more questions or how to connect with you, Acharya ji? If you want to connect with me, you can always connect with me on the social media platforms. I always answer, I always try to answer the questions, the queries that are asked. On Instagram, you can find @ Sanskrit Acharya official. I'll just type it here if you want. So this is my Instagram handle. I've left it in the chat, or you can see, or you can see the YouTube channel, the Sanskrit Acharya. And if I've okay, you have missed some of the sessions. You can find the sessions, the recording of these sessions on the YouTube channel of Kailash Foundation. You can search just Mandukya Upanishad Kailash Foundation. If you search in the search bar of YouTube, you will find the videos of the past sessions and you can see them, watch them, and learn what you have missed. So, thanks again to Kailash Foundation. Uh, Dhanyavadam. So Aparna ji have has found this Teach Yourself Sanskrit in Exotic India Art. So this link you can go to and order the books if you want to learn the language. Ah. So Dhanyavad finally to all of you also who have joined. I will uh, try to see the names of everybody who has joined today. Indologia, Kailash Foundation, Aditi ji, Anjali Joshi, Aparna, Chetan, Lakshmi, Sarthak, Smriti, Swati Pandey, Shweta, Varsha Sharma. So thanks to all of you who have been in these sessions since the beginning of the session, since the 7th of March. Dhanyavadam, and it was a great honor for me also to talk about this great text that is Mandukya Upanishad. And I wish we can later also arrange some other sessions for some other great text. So, Dhanyavadam, Namaste to all.